The Superhuman 5% daily strength gain increase. The hell does that mean? We have to break this down, guys. Like, this is one of the most interesting things I've read in Paul Wade's isometric manual, link in the description. I don't know, even to this day, after this recording, it's 7 months from the beginning of my Isochain training in the channel, I still find that as one of the most fascinating things I've read, because I know when we work out dynamically, the increases that we get in strength aren't I mean, they're big. Don't get me wrong, like, they're not like, oh, you're only going up like a minuscule percentage. This is not counting law of diminishing returns, by the way. This is just in general. It's not some minuscule percentage where it's just like, it's not worth working out and lifting weights, because it clearly is. It clearly is worth lifting. I mean, just look at anybody that's in impeccable shape, online or in person, that you know of, probably yourself watching right now. To get continually, mind you, a strength gain increase of up to 5% every freaking day. Are you nuts? Like, what? So when I was reading the book, like, it was just one of those things outside of reading the Springfield frog experiment. The one frog's leg was like bound by a splint and it was trying to get out, and then after X amount of time has passed, its one leg was huge and the other one was just normal. So the frog was like jumping sideways. That got my attention first. It was right in the beginning of the book. They were very wise on how they position their information in the book, very wise. And the Superhuman 5% strength increase thing wasn't too far from that. I think it was still in the first 50 pages of the book. That is a very fast read for being a 400+ page book. Fantastic read, highly recommend it. Bringing it back, it caught my attention. I was like, what? 5%? Yo, what? Are you freaking kidding me? So in 5 months, I double my damn strength? Excuse me, what'd you just say? So if I was lifting 40 pounds, now I'm lifting 80? Like, yo, do you know how much of a big deal that is? That is a huge deal, guys. It's a huge deal. For those that are just stumbling upon the channel, that might just seem like numbers to you, but listen, I've been lifting for 12 years. There are people subscribed to this channel right now that have been lifting way longer than I have, with way more experience than I have, and even they would say the same, like, oh shit, yo, double your strength in 5 months. So if your 1 rep max on a dumbbell shoulder press was 40 pounds, in 5 months it's now 80 pounds. Listen, everybody has their own growth rate. I'm not gonna like step on anybody's toes with that. Everybody has their own growth. What I've noticed training clients the last 5 years is to have a client go, I mean, from nothing, guys, from nothing to double, like, I'm talking about 1 RM, like, depending on the exercise, I may be able to pull that off. There are so many factors involved. That client more than likely has to be training 5 times a week. Usually my average client is about 2 times a week. But I mean, the amount of work required to pull that off, I mean, it's insane. Then with dynamic exercise, you gotta not get hurt too. So you gotta be busting your ass and you have to not get freaking hurt, utilizing progressive overload. Now, I'm not gonna use the dumbbell shoulder press as an example anymore. Let's just say this is not newbie gains. This is not newbie gains, because that strength curve is a pretty steep one too. I'm talking about when you've been in the game for a little bit and the law of diminishing returns and accommodations start to factor in and your gains are now a little slower. You're still gaining, you're still making progress, you're still utilizing progressive overload to make gains in the gym, but it's just not happening as fast. And then you get the Isochain and you throw it in, and then you start getting newbie gains all over again. Now your shit's starting to go all the way up really fast again, just like you were brand new, only now you're not brand new. That's a big deal. That's a huge deal. I'd say that my I can only speak for myself and my client. My dynamic gains percentage, I'd say in 5 months to go up 20% is pretty good. With the weights that I'm at right now, like, so for example, so my bench 315 is 315. I'm 172 pounds. My bench is 315. I can get a solid double. After that is really questionable. Form might start to break. That's it. Do I want to get a bigger bench? Honestly, I really don't care anymore. You know, I care more about the Isochain strength gains. I want to keep my 315 bench, don't get me wrong, but I don't really care about doubling my raw 1 RM numbers. To give you an idea, my bicep curls, my overhead tricep skull crusher, my abdominal crunches, dumbbell lunges, the exercises that I love, to be making progress on those type of dynamic movements, and then have, as it should, the law of diminishing returns kind of slow it up. It's kind of like at the top of it, if you ever seen a typical S-curve graph, It's like right at the end. It's still going up, but it's just really slow. To have potentially another S-curve, guys, at the top of the first one, that is everything to any athlete. Factoring plateaus, the Isochain essentially is by definition a plateau buster. And the best part about the 5% Superhuman daily strength increase is that it's holding. It's holding, guys. If we're on the Isochain and we go up 20% in 1 month, it's working. And what did I say in the last couple videos with my clients? Everybody is going up 20 to 25% their first month. There's something to be said about that. It works. It works. It worked for me. It's working for my clients, and my clients are only doing it like 2 to 3 times a week. I only have one that's doing it 5. Only one, and it's the guy that you guys saw doing the deadlift. That's it so far. That's it. And it's working for everyone consistently from different backgrounds, different fitness goals that they come to me for. And it's still 20 to 25%. Yo, it's wild. I've made a joke about this on the Isochain forums on Facebook. I'm almost trying to disprove all the things in the isometric manual, and I'm failing. Like, everything in there so far has held, which I think is awesome. All right, so let's talk real quick about some math. Again, I told you guys I'm a numbers guy. So in 10 days, let's say we're doing a we're working with a 15-pound dumbbell. Let's say we're doing the bicep curl is so easy to use. So we're doing a 15-pound dumbbell bicep curl. And we're talking about absolute strength. It's the static equivalent of 1 rep max, okay? Absolute strength. This is the highest number you can pull out of the Isochain. In 10 days, that number will now be 22.5. I can tell you guys that with my clients, that's not happening in 10 days. That is not happening. If they just got to 15 pounds in a week and a half, they're not doing 22.5s yet. They're maybe touching the 15s, maybe. These types of strength gains take months, guys, months. And we can do this in weeks. In my Isochain training, as of May 2021, I'm at about 5 to 6 times a week with taking a little bit of a break. But in June, I'm going back to my daily. I do like my daily. I love it. The gains have dropped a tiny bit, but the daily gains are just superior, without a doubt. So I can't wait to get back to that. But I had to go over that with you guys. I'm just still, as you can probably tell, super excited about this. What do you guys think about it? Drop your comments in the comment section below. I love to hear different opinions on this stuff. I still think it's fascinating, as I'm sure a lot of you on the squad also do as well. So what do you think about the 5% daily superhuman strength increase? Drop your comments in the comment section below. We'd all love to hear about it. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to drop a like, comment. If you're not yet part of the squad, hit that subscribe button and join the squad with us. See you next one. Peace.